This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 1297. The Myth of Special and Start Where You Are, both by Roger Lawson of RogLawFitness.com. And I'm Dr. Neil. Hello, happy Sunday, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I simply read to you from the best health and fitness blogs for free. It's like an audiobook, but with articles instead, and from a bunch of different authors, and always with permission from the sites. And on Fridays, I answer your questions. You can send one in at oldpodcast.com/ask or email your question to health@oldpodcast.com. Now with that, let's keep this intro nice and short, jump into today's article, and continue optimizing your life. The Myth of Special by Roger Lawson of RogLawFitness.com. To save you the mental gymnastics of having to imagine a 21-year-old Raj wearing a traffic vest doing who knows what, I've posted a little gem from the Vault of Adorability and Delight. Okay, fine, it's just my iPhoto collection. At the time, I weighed 165 pounds, soaking wet, with a hearty meal in my belly. I was new to exercise, and one factor that propelled me forward was the desire to look mad sexy. Despite my neophyte status, do you know what that didn't stop me from doing? Jumping to a new exercise plan every 2 weeks. I'm being generous with past Raj here. Thinking that I needed an advanced program that Arnold Schwarzenegger, Stephen Hawking, and the entire team at NASA designed just for me. I was spending $200+ a month on supplements like fat burners, meal replacement powders, and superfoods and pills I couldn't pronounce the name of if you held a rocket launcher to my face. I scoured magazines, message boards, and obscure GeoCities websites for any zany and exciting nuggets that I could add to my battle plan. To say I was deep in the information creep is an understatement. Looking back, it's no wonder that I spent a long time frustratedly spinning my wheels while the results I was looking for evaded me like Neo did bullets in The Matrix. I thought I was a special, precious, and unique snowflake. I thought I could shortcut the process by adding more complexity into the mix. If less was good, a boatload of more was way better in my mind. Real foods? Nah, son, give me some of that stuff where the ingredients list sounds like I'm trying to cast a magical incantation on my entire family. If you see a little bit of yourself in my experiences, you're not alone. I deal with people on a weekly basis who are struggling with their own unique variation of the same common pitfall. The more that I interact with and learn from high-level performers, the more I see that one of the most important factors in their success is that not only have they mastered the basics that give them a strong foundation to build upon, but they execute them consistently on an extremely high level. So, what are those basics when it comes to taking control of your health while building the body you want? Here we go. 1. Commit to showing up and persisting despite any setbacks you make. Without this, there will never be lasting success. 2. Eat mainly whole foods that you like, but don't lose your mind if you eat something that's off your plan. You stressing about it will do more damage than the food ever will. 3. Lift heavy things with your body. Lift light things with your body. Do this at least 2 times a week and work towards increasing the challenge as you become stronger. 4. Go to sleep. A minimum of 6 hours. 8 hours is even better. Recovery is sexy as hell. It's necessary, and you're less likely to do goofy things and put a lot of dumb stuff in your mouth. 5. Drink water. If it's good enough for most of the earth, it's good enough for you. 6. Take your self-care seriously. Be kind to yourself and decrease your stress levels whenever possible. 7. Move daily in a way that you enjoy. Want to know a Raj fact? I love me some Zumba. There, I said it. 8. Go outside and let the glorious sun snuggle the out of you for at least 20 minutes. 9. Surround yourself with people that make you laugh until you literally feel like you're going to die the true death. Also hang out with people that make you think and call you out on your nonsense. And lastly, number 10. Sing loudly and horribly to your favorite song at least once a day. There is one mantra that I want you to walk away with and start applying today. When it comes to building the body you want, you are not special. The sooner you let this sink into your DNA, the faster you can begin focusing all your efforts on taking the actions that will bring you the biggest return on your investment and letting every other distraction fall to the wayside. Now, I have another post from Roger in just a second, but first, is your Wi-Fi struggling to keep up with your streaming, work, gaming, video calling, and more? What about all at once? When you're connected to your world by Wi-Fi, be sure it's the best. Bring your Wi-Fi up to speed with Orbi Wi-Fi 6 from NetGear. Orbi Wi-Fi 6 is the best and latest in Wi-Fi. It covers your entire home with unmatched speeds and performance for uninterrupted working and learning, video calling, and streaming at home on more devices than ever before in any part of the house. With Wi-Fi this advanced, you're going to want it everywhere. Ready for the best Wi-Fi ever? Find out what makes NetGear America's #1 choice for Wi-Fi at netgear.com/best Wi-Fi. That's netgear.com/best Wi-Fi. And I have that linked in this episode's description. Start Where You Are by Roger Lawson of RogLawFitness.com. Quote, "Because your own strength is unequal to the task, do not assume that it is beyond the powers of man. But if anything is within the powers and province of man, believe that it is within your own compass also." Marcus Aurelius. If there were only one common thread between the billions of auspicious people in the world, this would be it. Starting where you are is crucial because more often than not, people try to start from where they were or where they think they'd like to be, which is akin to starting from a place that doesn't exist. It's not uncommon for people to view their current situation, despite all that they may have going for them, as the epitome of despair. And because of this, they never move beyond their starting point. Truly whack. There aren't too many things on this earth that are worse than wasted talent, and successful people are masters at avoiding this by the simple fact that they acknowledge where they are and take one step after another in the direction they want to go. It's your fault. Hopefully that isn't too shocking of a statement, but if it is, then good. Maybe that's just what you needed to hear to get the ball rolling. I was at a seminar in Toronto, and while having lunch with John Berardi and some of his colleagues, I heard him say something that had a pretty profound impact on my thinking from that point on. If I'm giving a talk and my audience doesn't understand what I'm talking about, it's not their fault. I just haven't done a good enough job of explaining it. By taking away the option of blaming his audience and using them as an excuse for not getting his point across, John highlighted an important point. Excuses are debilitating, and successful people take no stock in them. We would all do well to remember this point. Extenuating circumstances aside, the successes and failures that you experience in life are entirely your fault. Are you fatter than you'd like to be? You ate too much and moved too little. Are you making as much money as you'd like to? Are you living the kind of life that you want? You get the picture. It is only when we stop blaming everyone else for our lack of results that we can begin to move forward. You just listened to the posts titled The Myth of Special and Start Where You Are, both by Roger Lawson of RogLawFitness.com. Now you may have realized there was a reason why these posts were read to you at the same time. Their themes were very similar. Take control. When it comes to stress management, believe it or not, taking control is one of the best things you can do to actually lower your stress levels. Having that sense of control over as many aspects of your life, that actually helps lower stress. So if we constantly put blame on situations or on others for our lack of success, well, we're giving control to those situations and to those people. If we take control and say, no, I can actually change my results, that will actually lower your stress levels. And in order to take control, you need to understand where you are, not where you want to be necessarily right away or where you were, but where you are right now. So once you understand where you are right now, you can then take control, set some goals, and hopefully take that very first step to achieve those goals. That's taking control. And as a result of doing that, it will actually lower your stress levels. All right, that'll do it for today. I'll be back here tomorrow as usual, so I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.